Hello, sweet souls. This is DTO in the flow. And today I'm going to be bringing on Alisha Hawrylyszyn Frank. And she is an NYU certified life coach, Reiki Master, meditation teacher, yoga instructor, and writer for Mind Body Green and the Chopra Center, who is best known for her empathetic nature, non-judgmental approach, and lighthearted humor. Her journey thus far has allowed her to experience an array of hardships and struggles, which led her to find an indescribable inner happiness that she shares with all whom she meets. Alisha is a true activist for both human beings and animals alike, advocating all the way from her childhood home in Oxford, Michigan, to the prestigious United Nations in New York City. She also served as the first female president of the La Jolla Village Merchants Association in San Diego, California. She is currently bicoastal and has an office in New York City as well as La Jolla. So I'm going to bring on Alisha. How are you?
Hello.
Thank you for your presence.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Wow. So let's begin with a deep breath for everyone, because I know we're in some trying times right now. So let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Wow.
The beauty of the breath, it's the simplest thing, but it gives so much.
Absolutely. So much. Yeah. So tell me about your personal journey with the divine, and how is this important for you, especially during these times?
You know, what a great question. And actually how prevalent it is for everything that we're going through right now as a world, right? It's not even about our small, towns or cities or country. It's the whole world is going through this process. And while there are a lot of theories that of the whys, which we don't need to get into, at least not yet. But I feel that it's a really beautiful time to exercise community, to exercise patience, to, with this place of what we're kind of referring to as a lockdown of, social distancing and putting yourself into a position of isolation. I feel like it's a really good time for us to each learn meditation, for us to understand our partners, for us to understand ourselves. This is a beautiful opportunity for every single person in the world to have growth. So I'm trusting everything that is being presented. The divine is good. The divine is smart, right? It is infinite, and it is showing us, you know what, let's take this step back. Let's give our earth a little bit of some space. The carbon emissions are down. We're in a trying time, but there is a really beautiful silver lining.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like a new era, a new dawn is approaching. Wow.
Right. And we get to choose how we're going to move forward, right? And, fear feeds the ego. So this is not fear-based. We don't need to look at this from a fear perspective. What we have to look at it as is respectful, right? So even though I personally am not afraid of a virus because I have a very strong immune system, I have a very high spiritual connection with the divine. So I feel that I'm not going to be infected by something like this. However, I have a deep respect for our elders. So I'm not going to put myself in a position, whether that's 2 degrees of separation or more, so that if, God forbid, this is something that is, given to me, I'm not spreading that. So it's this place where you have to decide for yourself where it is that you're drawing lines and having boundaries and having, a deeper understanding.
Absolutely. And with that understanding, I know that you provide Reiki healing and readings and a lot of beautiful practices that I've been able to witness. And I know that you've opened offices in New York as well as here in San Diego, California. And so when did you first begin this pathway? And would you give a quick background for those people that are aware of like what readings and healing work as far as Reiki is all about?
Yeah, sure. So The way that I began was more of a energetic exchange of removal of things that I felt weren't right as a child. So
Mhm.
I would work on my mother's sisters. I would energetically go into a room and clean it and work with these energies. And I clearly didn't have the tools or the knowledge of knowing exactly what I was doing. But what I did know is I got recognition from individuals that were like, I feel better.
Oh, wow.
Or would walk into the room and they're like, the room feels amazing. And so I would, it started at a very young age. So I was very small. And actually one of my favorite stories is, if you know what Busch Gardens is. So as a
Okay.
Michigander, we would
Yes.
drive down to Florida for Busch Gardens, and they had this huge golden Buddha. And I'm like probably somewhere between 6 and 7 years old, maybe a little younger. And I look over at the Buddha, and mind you, I was raised in a Christian household,
Yes.
Catholic, Orthodox Catholic to be exact. And I go to my mom, I said, Mom, I would like a picture. And she goes, okay. I said, in front of the Buddha. And her jaw kind of dropped a little bit because I knew what it was. And she's like, and so she's looking at me. I'm like, it's very important to me. And I walk over to the Buddha by myself and I put my hands in front of me and I smile, and I have that picture to this day.
Oh,
And it was like,
wow.
but things like that, we're very open when we're children. And
Mhm.
if you can kind of reflect back to that, especially if you're in that quarter life crisis phase or like feeling really incomplete of what is going on in your life, it's nice to reflect back to when you were a child and those things that kind of fulfilled you or that you were connected to without having reason, taking that and exploring it. I mean, we got the time now, honey, don't we?
Yeah,
We all at
absolutely.
home.
Yes, totally. Yeah. So, what makes your sessions unique?
Okay, so when it comes to life coaching, I definitely create a non-judgmental platform allowing individuals to speak and to really pull out what their truth is, and then we build off of that and we create different types of to take what those obstacles are and to create challenges that help you kind of grow through that. In terms of energy work with Reiki, I don't call in any enlightened souls. I don't call in angels of any nature, right? You come and you bring your team with me, and then your team of guardians, of spirits, of ancestors, they show up. They're doing the work. I'm just there, right? And then they give me the information that I get to share with you. So I don't ask questions, right? Because I don't think that that's my place. And I
Yeah,
don't call anyone in because, again, not my place. I
sure.
trust the divine. The divine will provide exactly what needs to be there in that moment. But
Wow.
you feel so light and free after my sessions. Oh my God. It is just honestly, and like I feel so grateful and blessed to be on this path and to be a facilitator and to allow there to be a sense of joy in this world, especially in a time like this.
Mm. Aho. Yeah. So my next,
Aho.
yeah, clearing the space, clearing the energy, right?
Yeah,
Let's sage it out. Um,
exactly.
and so, of course, one of my gifts is providing sounds that are soundtracks that can create a container and platform for that growth and expansion to take place. And so, how does sound healing and music benefit us? And how does it personally add to your life and possibly integrate it into your clients and their sessions?
So first of all, I want to acknowledge your sound healing because it's
Mm,
incredible and it's so brilliant and it's so pure and you can really feel it. I've had sessions with you that were life changing. And so I want to
oh,
acknowledge that first.
thank you.
But I am huge on music. On my Instagram, I'll do rap videos all the time. Like I love music. I love
So good.
connecting to music. I feel like it's this beautiful understanding within the community where we can connect without having to be in front of each other, right?
Yes.
So music is super important to me. Also, when you're listening to like it's not playlist, it's like my liked music. The most beautiful thing about it is like I'll literally be bumping to Tupac and then you'll get a sound meditation of just gongs for 15 minutes. And I'm like, that's the way that I listen to music. So And it goes back to the divine, because it's like when these things are playing and going through, I'm like, I trust that that's exactly what I need to hear right now, and I let it be. But music feeds the soul, you know. It's just like dancing. We have to move our bodies. We have to move through that energy, which Reiki does that. But there's so many different forms, and it's like when you are feeling low, do you have that song that you can put on? You know, I'm a huge Janet Jackson fan, and it's like
nice.
that woman is enlightened. You know, she's connected. You know,
Absolutely.
and we gotta respect it. So, but whatever that is for each of us. So if that's your artist or if that's your song, knowing that, okay, I'm feeling a little low vibration, pop that in, turn it up. You know, let yourself be free. Understand that you have the ability to create your own happiness.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so powerful. And I want to get, because I follow you on Instagram. So I have to give you an ability to showcase one of your videos. So
Oh God.
do you have a favorite?
Which one are you choosing?
So I mean, we could do this together. That's what's great about this platform. So first of all, I want to make sure that everyone goes to your Instagram right now or after the live stream and checks it out. Oh, do you know, here's Derek. Love you both, gangsters. Derek Smith, giving us love.
Holla.
Holla. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to scroll and you're going to tell me when to stop, which video.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Do you have a favorite one, or do you have one with like thousands and thousands of views that?
I definitely have a favorite one. No, not my favorite. We can do that, but not my favorite.
7,000 views.
Let's keep going.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh man, we're gonna go deep.
I love the lifestyle photos. Living the dream.
Living the dream, Africa. That is where it's at.
Here's one. You'll recognize it, right?
I'll recognize it.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, you can do that one.
Which one?
It's not one of my best ones, but we don't have to be here all day.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, here it is.
It's about that time. Yeah, what you know about going out? Head west, red legs, TVs, all up in the headrest. Trying to live it up, ride through with the truck, piece all split it up, stick a kid, nigga what? Jig with a cut. It's about that time.
Go.
Yeah, what you know about going out? Head west, red legs, TVs, all up in the headrest. Trying to live it up, ride through with the truck, piece all split it up, stick a kid, nigga what?
So good.
I mean, we all do this in our car or in our kitchen.
Of course.
I'm just showcasing it.
Absolutely. No, great choice. I love it.
It's so funny how I still get embarrassed by that.
Hey, we'll just get you on stage and, you know.
Oh my gosh. One day. One day.
Of course. It's all happening. Absolutely. So my last question is specific to, you know, where people can follow you online. And I just showed your, you know, Instagram and your website at the beginning. And I know you offer a variety of healing practices. And I know that what you and I have been speaking into, and I feel like what the whole world is experiencing, is a time to go inward, a time to heal, a time to rest, a time to really acknowledge like what's possible. And for you to be such a powerful leader and guide, what is it that you're offering right now that people could reach out to you about?
Yeah, so, you know, DTO and I had this conversation before we hopped online, and I realized that it's really important that while we're all at home right now and having the ability to do our own inner work, I want to help support that. So it's not up yet, but message me and we'll figure out how. But I'm going to put this all up for those of you that are. Yeah, you can go to fiercelyoptimistic.com. You can DM me on Fiercely Optimistic. That's my handle on Instagram.
Perfect.
But I'm going to be offering for the next 2 weeks $55 $55 sessions for distant Reiki healing. If you've never experienced it, it's actually really powerful. And I walk you through what you need to set up. And then we go into our session and we speak afterwards. And, you know, this is usually a $111 service. But like I said, I really want people to understand that this is a beautiful opportunity. This does not mean that, you know, you need to throw away your practices, which is going to yoga, you know, going to your healing sessions. No, you're going to do it at home, right? And that's cool. And then understand what that real power is, because the universe is within each of us and we can each tap into that. I can show you how.
Wow, that's so powerful. And
yeah.
And what a gift that you get to share with anyone remotely that's watching this that would be interested. You know, we're all bunkered and in our homes and quarantined, and you know, we still get to have the internet, we still get to reach out, and I know you do video sessions. And so yeah, if anyone is listening that's called to the work that Alisha is doing in the world, then absolutely take up on that beautiful, generous opportunity. So appreciate that.
Of course.
Awesome. Well, so wonderful to, you know, be in this space and to recognize that we may not even know the impact of those people that are watching right now, of how this might just allow them to be like, yes, there's this connection I have with the divine, and there's this connection for me to be rooted and grounded into my truth, my reality. And not only it's about who we are now, it's about who we're becoming. And I feel like the work that you're offering in the world is really powerful to create that expansion opportunity. So I want to acknowledge you for your light in the world and your amazing presence. And thank you for taking the time today to be here and to share your light with the world.
Thank you so much for having me. Let's evolve, motherfuckers. That's why
yes.
we're here.
Absolutely. Over there, raising the vibrations, just like we do at Buddha Music Group. Raising the vibrations of the planet. Doing it.
We have the power. You just got to realize it.
100%. Well, thank you, sister.
Yeah,
Blessings.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.